Hi Stampers, my name is Sandy Hancock. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I'm coming to you from Southern California. Today is Monday, March the 3rd, and I can hardly believe it's already March. The year is just whizzing by, isn't it? Well, tonight I want to show you some cards made with the fancy borders. This is a bundle that's going to be available tomorrow, March the 4th, 2025. And I've done this card, see, I think I have, do I have 4 or 5? I have 5 different colors I've put behind this. So I have a card for a little welcoming a little boy, a little girl, an anniversary card, a wedding card, and a Mother's Day card, all out of this one border. So just quickly, I'll show you what the inside of this looks like. Okay, and then let me just show you the dies. Okay. So this is the die that I'm going to be using tonight. Last week I used these two, and now I'm using this one, but I'm going to show you cards that I made with these two. And then, well, this just fell out. This is this die. I'm not sure where I would use that, and I haven't used it yet. So anyway, tonight I'm using the hearts. Okay, so let's get started. I'll just put that there so you can see it. And I'll put that there for the moment. All right, so I'm going to get out all of my makings here that I need. Get some of them out of the way. And you know, I also just want to show you one that I did not do was Valentine's, because Valentine's had already passed. But look how pretty it would be with red behind it. You could totally make a beautiful Valentine card with this. So this is one of the most versatile dies I've actually owned in quite a while. And well, I love a lot of dies, but anyway, this one is very versatile. I just want you to see that. Okay, now, I just want you to notice the difference in these two, well, other than the fact, well, let me put the pink behind it, makes it look a little bit nicer. Okay, look at the difference in the cardstock. All right, this one is plain. This one has the painted texture embossing folder on it. And just that little bit of texture really takes the card up a step, and it just looks so much prettier to have some more interest in the background. So I'm going to take this and just run it through the painted texture embossing folder. Just take a second, but I wanted you to see what it looked like. Okay, I can't get it open. Yeah, there we go. I just wanted you to see what it looks like when it's plain. Okie doke. Okay, so now we're ready to start putting our card together. So when I started cutting these out, please don't measure them. You don't really need to. I put one at the top, and I will say this, there's a little hole, tiny hole, before each heart at the end. So I just made sure that the little hole was over the edge of each side of the cardstock, just consistently all the way down, so that the hearts would be in the same, that they would be lined up. Okay, so first I did the top, just make sure you leave a little bit of space at the top. Then I did the bottom, then I did the center, then I just kind of eyeballed it here. So it does take a minute to cut this out, because you have to cut it out 5 times. But you know, how many of these are you going to make at one time? Probably not a lot. And it's worth it because it's just so beautiful. So I guess I don't need this anymore. I'm going to put it away so that it doesn't get lost. Not that I could ever lose a die. Right. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the pink onto the back. And so the heart layer is 5 1/4 by 4. So I'm just coming down 1/4 inch. However, whatever color of cardstock you put behind it, make it 5 1/8 instead of 5 1/4. So let me just show you what it looks like this way. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure I wasn't cutting it too close. But from side to side, I just said it's 4 inches minus a smidgen. I'm not even sure smidgen is a word, S-M-I-D-G-E-O-N, but it looks good, doesn't it? Okay. Because I wanted the pink to catch part of the little circle there. So, okay, so I'm going to add adhesive to the back of the heart. So I'm going to just put a little extra in there too. Okay, then I'm just going to carefully, I'm going to lay this down. I might. Let's see what's going to be the easiest way. Okay. Whoops, that's over a little bit too much. Okay, this is looking good. All right, so here we go. And by the way, this is just regular cardstock. Because I'm putting another layer on top of it, I didn't feel the need to really use the extra thick. So now we can just go ahead and add this right onto the front of the card. Okay, so this card is quickly taking shape. Once you get your pieces cut out, it goes together very, very quickly. And then just to get these out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and put the inside pieces in. So this is your typical 5 1/4 by 4 for the pink. This just really steps the card up because it's very special. I would be sending this card, Sent with Love. I'd either send it to a friend who loves pink, or I would send it to someone who just had a baby. And if you say Sent with Love on the front, you could say special delivery inside, or vice versa. You could put special delivery on the front and put Sent with Love on the inside if you were sending it for a baby. Send it to a friend, just go Sent with Love. Okay, so now let's add our white, and the white is going to be 1/4 of an inch less. So this is going to be 5 inches by 3 3/4. So it's easy to figure out. It's just 1/4 of an inch less and 1/4 of an inch less. Okay, there we go. All right, so now back to the front. Okay, so now we're going to get out our Stamparatus. Again, this isn't something that Stampin' Up! Carries currently, but other companies also have this type of, this is called a Stamparatus, this kind of apparatus, so that if you need to stamp something more than once, you're able to do it. And Pretty in Pink is a very gorgeous color. That's the color I'm using here. But I'm not confident, ooh, I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm not confident that stamping it one time is going to be enough to make it dark enough. So that's why I think I'll just use the Stamparatus. Oops, I think I better pull this up a little bit. I'm not sure if you can see it. Okay, see, it really does need to be stamped one more time. Okay, very, very nice. Okay, now I'll pull this out, and I'm just going to save this for the next card because I already cut it out. And I'll show you what I cut it out with. This Unbounded Love bundle has so many gorgeous stamps and dies. So this is the one that I've used to cut out, I think, almost all of these cards. See? It just has the softness around it. And I don't know, I just think it's really beautiful. Okay, so we'll just set that aside since I've already cut it out. And then I've done what I often do. I have made 3 layers of this because I want there to be a little bit more depth. I even have another Sent with Love. This one got a little pink blotch on it, which I could have fixed. Oops. These fit a certain way. They don't go on. It's not the same in both directions. You have to make sure you're getting this going in this right direction. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we can go ahead, put it on the card. Pull this up so you can see it. Okay, so Sent with Love. Okay, so now we need some leaves. And once again, let me just show you these leaves. Let me grab the set. These leaves are right in the set. There's no die because here's all the dies. They're just border dies. So anything here, you're going to have to cut out with either a die or cut it out by hand. And there's no die that's going to cut that out. So I'm going to show you how I cut it out. First, I'm going to color it in. And I'm using the dark, soft seafoam because this is pastel and I wanted this to look pastel. But I'll tell you what, this dark, even though it says dark seafoam, it really, it absorbs, the cardstock absorbs it pretty readily. And I mean, you could probably put 7 or 8 coats on this and it's really not going to stay very dark. Okay, now for those of you who know me, I don't love to fussy cut things out. However, this is pretty easy to do. And I'm not going to try to do it perfectly. In fact, I'm just purposefully leaving a little bit of white edge around it and then just turn the cardstock. Here we go. In for a second one. This is actually pretty easy to cut out, or trust me, I wouldn't be doing it. This one I can't, can I turn it? I guess I can. It's just easier if you turn the cardstock. It makes it a little bit smoother. But if you can't, don't worry about it. Just cut it out the best you're able. And so this takes a minute because I wanted 3 of these on the front and 1 on the inside. So I needed to have 4 of these. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive on 3 of these. Oh, did I put adhesive? Oh, I already put adhesive. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's put adhesive and add these to the front of the card. Okay, the first one I'm going to put here, and then what I did, oh, I did want to show you this. Okay, so see the heart here? This is not this heart. This one you actually have to stamp and cut out by hand. So instead of doing that, I just took my die and cut out a couple of hearts with this. Again, I'm not going to cut it out if I don't have to. And this one is super cute. I'm sure the other one's really cute too, if you want to stamp it, but okay, there you go. All right, so now I'm going to add some leaves there. I'm going to add another little leaf there. Maybe pull it. I want to be able to see them. Okay, that's pretty cute. All right, then I'm going to take these 2426 in color resin dots, 2426. And, ooh, I think I have another package of these. But I think this is going to be perfect. Okay, so I'm going to take, so these are the 24, come on people, 2426 in color dots. So I'm going to put a large one and a small one. And then I like what I did the first time, so I'm just going to copy it if I can get this to cooperate. Hello, come on people. Seriously? Okay, there we go. So I guess I'll just add it out here. Okay. All right, so now on the inside, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let me move these, put adhesive on my leaves, and I'll have them pointing down. Some of them I pointed them up and I thought, oh, I should have had them pointing down. Okay, another heart. And then I'm not going to put a greeting in here, but I'll show you one that would be really pretty. If you're sending this to a friend, how about a little hello with a lot of love? Wouldn't that be pretty? So this, I love this whole bundle because it's got great greetings in it. And of course, then I love the dies. So here is our card that I'm making today. So pretty in pink, the 2426 in color dots. Okay, so there's that one. Now, let's keep going. What about a card for a little boy? Okay, now here I'm using Balmy Blue cardstock. You can take a picture of these. I've got 5 of these, so I can't put them all out at the same time. Balmy Blue, of course, the fancy borders, Unbounded Love dies for the special delivery. Oh, I put that down twice. I guess I wanted you to know it. All right, so here we go, special delivery. And so inside of that one, if I were to give that to to someone who just had a little boy, I would put the other greeting on it, sent with love, inside with Balmy Blue. Okay, see this one, I don't know why I put the leaves up. Oh well. Okay, so there's the pink and the blue. All right, now, this one, I'll just go like this. Okay, this is Highland Heather, and this is Lifetime of Love set. It's a wedding set. So the Forever and Always comes from that. And then Wishing You a Lifetime of Love and Happiness comes from that same set, Lifetime of Love. I did do the ink with Gorgeous Grape because Highland Heather isn't quite dark enough in my opinion. And then these are the Purple Fine Shimmer Gems. So let me do that. Okay, then here's the next one. Let's move that one over. Okay, this one is Lemon Lolly. Let me hold it up so you can see it. Lemon Lolly. This is for my daughter because she loves yellow. So this is going to be for her Mother's Day card. You're Pretty Wonderful. And that comes from the Mixed Labels set. Let's see, I was going to show it to you. This Mixed Labels is another really big, huge favorite of mine. So You're Pretty Wonderful. Comes with I'm So Glad We're Friends. Your Kindness Made My Day. Oh my, this is great. Okay. So Lemon Lolly, and then inside I initially stamped Lemon Lolly, and I stamped it 2 or 3 times because Lemon Lolly, you know, is light and it's not going to show up very well. And then I thought, that's ridiculous, you can't read it. So I went back over it with black and tried to not put it exactly on top, and I kind of like the way that looks, the black over the Lemon Lolly. So there's my daughter's Mother's Day card. Okay. And then for the purple one, I think I forgot to say one thing about this. The reason I made it purple is because my cousin's daughter, who's getting married this summer, said that now a lot of times brides are having their bridesmaids each choose a different pastel color. I thought, wow, that's going to be a beautiful wedding. So I just picked any one that I wanted, and I thought this purple shows up so well. So that's why I have purple for the wedding card. I think she's going to really like it. Okay, now I have one more. And this one is an anniversary card. It could be a 25th anniversary card, actually, sent with love. Or it could be a gorgeous wedding card. Gorgeous wedding card. Okay, so now let me just tell you what I had to do to get these leaves like this, because you can't stamp a black. You wouldn't want black on the silver anyway. See, all these leaves are stamped with black. So what I had to do, I took my silver pad, or you could use Versamark, and then I put silver embossing powder on them and embossed the leaves and then cut them out just like you saw me do earlier. And then, let's see, these adhesives, what are they? Okay, Adhesive Back Sparkle Gems. Adhesive Back Sparkle Gems. And they're just gorgeous, aren't they? Really, really, really pretty. And then inside, I just pretty much did the same thing. However, on this one, I did use Happy Anniversary. And did I write down where that was from? I was going to do that. I even had the set pulled out. And I think it's something, is it Sweetly Scripted? Sorry about that. I thought I had it pulled out. I think it might be Sweetly Scripted. Okay. But anyway, I just thought, oh my word. And then, of course, you could do this in gold if you had a 50th wedding anniversary. So again, this could be a 25th wedding anniversary or any wedding card. I think it would be really, really beautiful. The Sent with Love just goes with so many different occasions. Okay, now I want to show you a couple more, because remember, we've got more dies that I haven't used yet. I did use, but I haven't showed you yet. So let me put these up here. Okay, so now I want to show you this die right here. And I made, where'd my card go? Okay, so I used it to make this. Well, I guess I should pull this out. Okay, all right, so here we go. Now, the one thing I learned here that's really important is you need to take your die, put it down where you have a way to measure it, and mark the center. Because this doesn't have a real obvious center. I mean, maybe it does, but I don't know. When you're working with it, you need to know where the center is. So for me, I wish I had thought of that before I started making this card, because I didn't really get this in the center. I don't think it really matters. But anyway, so these are, let's see, I thought I pulled these out. These little goodies are called faux glass dots. They're pretty. And then the Feel Better Soon is from Wanted to Say dies. And they are really beautiful. And then the paper is Floral Delight. This green is the back of some of this DSP. So this is not cardstock, it's actually DSP. And then, let's see what I do on the inside. You're in My Heart and Prayers, that's from my So Sincere set. The little hearts are also in the Wanted to Say dies. So, okay, so there's another card made out of one of these borders. This, I mean, you can just do so many different cards. Okay, then I'm going to show you a card made with this die. Again, I marked the center, and here is what I made. Okay, so this time I'm using the Perennial Lavender, and this DSP had to go through the cutter all by itself, because remember, you can't send it through this way because the dies are too wide. So you have to send it through this way. So I simply cut a full piece, 5.5 by 4 1/4, put this right on the edge and ran it through, and then just attached it. The Happy Birthday, again, is from Wanted to Say dies. These pretty little white flowers, those are from the Wanted to Say dies. Then inside I thought, well, let's just do the same thing. So I just did the same thing with a white piece, and then the little present and the bow, Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather. Those are also from the Wanted to Say dies. So that is another really, really nice set. And then just another idea is, you know, when you start making these cards, last week, if you remember, I showed you this, the Secret Garden. But why not take this same design and go back to some of your other favorite cards? Oops, I lost a couple of little things off of there. Why not take it back and use it with other of your favorite designer papers? Because this is a very simple design, and I think it would go well with a lot of the different papers that you love that have some personality to it. I think they have to have personality to just simply have a border like this. But anyway, have you noticed that I really love the Fancy Border bundle? It just has so much for you, and it is available tomorrow. And here are the specs, which I think maybe you've already seen these, but you can purchase the bundle, or if you just want the set, or if you just want the dies, you can get those separately. So I would put my order in tomorrow if I were you, because that's when a lot of people are going to start ordering. There are quite a few selections for the new online exclusives. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll look forward to having you next time.